Peace and love, friends and family. Welcome back to the intellectual man's bookshelf. Where we gather. We communion. All of us, man, we on our separate journeys, but we're able to share our stories, share our experiences, and bring it all together. So, welcome back. If you tuned into the first official episode, you seen that, how ideas come together. You see how perspectives come together. And this time we decided to do something a little different, come out in the woods, get grounded, take our shoes off. Let me take my shoes off. Let me get grounded a little bit. We out in the sticks. And, welcome back, everybody.
Hey, welcome back.
Make sure y'all talking in the mic so everybody can hear us.
Peace and love.
For sure. Peace and love. We got 9 out here, today. Shout out 9.
No
We got OG here.
Hey, what's happening?
You know what I'm saying? We got DC in the building. Everybody know he be dropping that wisdom cause he went crazy on Instagram on one of the posts and everybody was tapped in. So welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, man.
I want to start by saying, like, it's so crazy how things align. I actually just finished composing my first book. It's called Only You Can Save Yourself, and I'm super excited, man. Nah, thank you, man. Thank you to anybody who taking the opportunity to just listen to my experience, to hear the things that I'm saying, and may my journey be something that you can apply to your life. So I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you, everyone that is in tune with me. Thank you for inspiring me, and thank you for being a part of the journey. So yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man, bless up.
I wanted to start the conversation off like this, man. Today I was cleaning out my garage and I had a what is it called? A Jehovah's Witness, come to my house, and it was like, you're on our do not, contact list or whatever. And I was like, I don't even remember, being a part of that. I don't remember saying do not contact me, but I like the fact that you guys are, conversating with people, going out and, helping people reconnect with God. And she said to me, that's a portion of it, but what we really doing is we saving people, we saving their lives. And that was dope to me. But at the same time, I sit here and say, anybody could bring God into your life. Anybody could bring you to the river to drink, but it's really truly on you to save yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we talking about, all our experiences, all our beliefs, they're great and they're empowering, but at the end of the day, if you don't take them and apply them to your life and become aligned, you won't be saved. You're going to be stuck in that victim mentality. You're going to be stuck in, that low vibrational state. So you can hear everything that we saying. I could force you to come participate and be a part of the things that I'm doing, but at the end of the day, it's on you. You have to choose what you want for yourself. You have to be aligned. You have to tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So that's my thing. I want to start with that topic. I want to start with the fact is like how each of us took the opportunity to say, it's time for me to boss up and cut the old ways and save myself.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Before we even do that, this is your birthday weekend?
Oh yeah, February 6th. I'm a big Aquarius. Age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader. Big. I'm about to be big 35.
Hey, check that out.
You know what I'm saying?
30 strong, 5.
So
yeah.
But I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
I appreciate that for sure. So yeah, one of y'all want to dive into it?
For me, it was. I was giving it so much to my street family, to where I wasn't really, putting in as much as I should, at home, to be honest with you. I was still young and wild. And when I looked up and I was in jail, and the only person that was there was my wife and my kids, that was when I really, it hit an eye-popping moment for me. And then shortly after that, I read the book, or it was a documentary, The Secret, which is this week's
Yeah, we just read that. To everybody who is, tuning in, yes, we read books. That actually was the first book that was actually selected within our spin. So we actually just finished reading the Secret. I don't know if everybody finished it, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I finished it, but rereading it brought back that full circle, of what started me and where I'm at now. And so that was the beginning. Reading that book was really, truly the starting point of me realizing that I'm doing this to myself, plus having a strong background, like I was talking about earlier, and the Christian church faith, you know what I'm saying? And just having those affirmations and stuff like that, always having questions. But that was the first book that when I was way out there, that actually brought me to this path.
Well, for me, all right, yeah, for me, now that I'm older and how they used to tell you everything is really within, I learned that early because I didn't come from a household where we talked about God or we talked about religion. It was just something in me that made me want to do certain things. And the first time I read The Secret, somebody introduced it to me. And when I read it, in hindsight, I started thinking about all the things that happened prior. And that's what really made me say, I can get with it, because my mom gave me a letter when I was in 3rd grade. And it said, I want to be married with 3 children. I'm married with 3 children. Now, mind you, this 3rd grade. So I don't know how old you is about that, but I had that. And then when I met my wife, when I first met her, I knew she was going to be my wife. I went back to Ohio, missed school year. That's long. Anybody that know my journey know I went back there, came back, and put all my emphasis on refinding my wife when I moved back to Georgia. We was at the Georgia Dome. She was walking in the midst of the whole football game. I look up because something told me to look up, and there she was walking after years of not seeing her. So once I read the book, it made me say, it's real, because I put all my thought and energy into those things. In the 3rd grade, I said I'm going to be married with 3 children. I ended up being married with 3 children. I said I was going to marry my wife. I ended up reconnecting with her after going to another state and back. Yeah. So that's what my introduction was, and made me say, I really want to change. And I can get deeper into it, but I ain't going to prolong it. But you.
So what was the question again?
Now, we was just talking about the book, The Secret. I don't know if you read it. Did you read it?
I ain't gonna lie.
Pull up the mic. Pick up the mic.
I ain't gonna lie. I read a little bit of it.
Okay.
But, as some certain situations going on, had to get to the money,
Hey, the thing about it is, it's not like, I'm a firm believer in like not forcing somebody. It goes back to what I just said, bro. We can lead you to water, but it's your choice. It has to be your choice. You feel me? Like, it's not good or bad. That does not matter. It's if it aligns with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things speak to me. The one thing about The Secret that actually aligned with me is that the secret is in you. It goes back to what I'm saying. You could believe any fucking faith that you want, but it's all about your belief is how powerful it becomes. You could believe in Christianity, you could be a Muslim, you could be Jewish, you could be spiritual. But once you give your belief in and truly believe in something, that's where it becomes powerful. For me, right? One of the tests that I did after I got married to my wife, when I found out she was pregnant, I said, hey, God, hey, if this the one, give me a son. I truly believe that if God gave me a son, if I had a son, if I walked in and they said that I had a son, I believe that it was God speaking to me. Now, for someone else, it might be like, man, it could be one or two things. So the odds is 50-50. But for me, that was enough to prove to me, not whole entirely where I submitted at that point, but that proved to me like maybe there is an existence of what we deem God. And that's kind of the thing, is like, I hate making it so religious, but that's what I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing things in a religious matter. We're linking up once a month now. We reading books. This is all religious behavior. You feel me? So to say I don't like religion is hypocritical. But at the same time, I accept that about myself. And I realize that wherever I put my energy into is how realistic it becomes to my experience, how it becomes realistic to my reality. Like, it's about my mind state. I align. When you manifest things, anything that you want, if you think about, oh, the police, bro, the police, chances are you gonna be you gonna manifest people, the police looking at you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call the police on me. They ain't looking for me, so I ain't looking for them. I ain't call them, so they ain't looking for me.
Yeah,
They're gonna come if I call them.
There you go. So therefore, when it comes to my frequency, when I'm operating in the world, I say I'm invisible.
Right.
I'm invisible. If you happen to see me, you have an opportunity to experience me. But once again, I'm invisible to the fact that shortly after that, you're not gonna remember me, because I never extended the hand. I didn't bring you into my reality. I didn't really give you, you know what I'm saying, who I am. I didn't give you no energy. So chances are I'm invisible to you, and I may be non-existent now, 5 minutes later, 15 minutes later. So that's my whole thing. Go ahead.
True. Okay, so have you ever heard the term abracadabra?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does it mean to you?
Abracadabra is like, it's kind of like, watch. You know what I'm saying? Watch this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Watch me prove to you something that you thought that wasn't real.
Okay, and true. It's an ancient Aramaic word, and it translates to loosely, as I speak, I create. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So, for real, it's like, when you really think about it and tie that into the secret, the law of attraction, as a man speaketh, as a man think of man, as a man thinketh a man is. You know what I mean? So I speak, so I create. It's pretty much going all into the secret, the law of attraction. It all ties in together.
The thing that stood out for me, the thing that stood out to me was the universe is not biased. So no matter what I say or how I say it, it kind of, in a sense, give you the opposite. So if I say, man, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke. 9 times out of 10, I'm be broke because I speak that in there.
Yeah.
And see, a lot of times people be thinking that reverse psychology, it's like, nah, you got to speak with definitiveness. You know what I'm saying? You really have to, everything. So when I say I want a house, I'm going to say I want a house with a man cave, brick. I don't want no roaches, no bug, whatever it is, I'm going to speak that. Because if I just say I want a house, I can get any type of house. I can get a rundown house. I can get an old house.
Okay, but it's like Sadhguru said, I believe he said this, if I tell you, don't think of an elephant, what's the first thing you think of?
You won't think of a goddamn elephant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is to train your mind to where you're not thinking of what you don't want, it's more of what you do want. And that's how you manifest, because the universe, like you said, is unbiased. It doesn't know the negatives are human words, are man-made. It's like, especially the double, don't, no, don't, do not. Those are double curse words. You feel me? So it's like when you really learn how to speak impeccably and think, so you speak.
So, and like Tuesday said earlier, we have to create a lifestyle too.
Right.
So I teach my household thought, word, action.
Think before you
think
act.
it, speak it, and then act on it.
Yeah.
And once you put that trinity into existence, so it's one thing we saying, oh yeah, we gonna meet up and but then we putting the action behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you start creating your own reality by putting the action behind it. Everybody talk. It's an old saying that say, words tell you what you want to be. Actions show somebody who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start putting action behind everything we saying and we doing. So the law of attraction, the secret, which is called, it just taught me how to speak what I really want. Don't be biased and really act on what I believe. And it don't come without belief. You have to know it.
Right.
Belief is one thing, but knowing is a totally different thing. And I saw this somewhere. It said, I don't believe that the sun gonna come up. I know it's gonna come up. You get what I'm saying? So when you know something, belief is you still kind of hope. When you know something, it's just that you know. So now when I apply anything that I read, and like my boy said Tuesday earlier, we got to start having our own, what word you turn? Ritual. We have to have our own. We got to create our own. So now we're not just speaking on it or thinking about it. We're putting the action behind it. And that's when everything gonna really manifest, in my opinion.
No, that's true about like our rituals. Like the thing about it is when people hear these words, they always think, you know, a negative connotation. But my thing is like this: when we talk about rituals, I'm talking about holding myself accountable. I'm talking about being disciplined. I'm talking about going to the gym. I'm talking about finding time in my life, in my world to meditate. You feel me? Like these are the things that we need to practice, because it's cool that we sharing our experience with you, but it's another thing to walk and become consistent. You know what I'm saying? I can be complacent in just my spirituality and just be like, oh, you know, I'm spiritual, or I can continue to progress and realize that the spiritual journey never ends. You know what I'm saying? There's no ceiling for this. And with that being said, it's like I'm constantly seeking growth for myself. And when I fuck up, I hold myself accountable and say, I fucked up. That's part of the spiritual journey. That's spiritual growth, because at points you're gonna fall off, man. And if you don't fall off, then you have to ask, what are you hiding? What is it that you're ashamed of? Like, it's like, bro, I've been trying to fast the last week for 10 days. But then the other day, my daughter handed me a Cheez-It and I ate it. And then I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So with that even taught me that the opportunity to fuck up always exists. I gotta exercise me. I gotta exercise my discipline. I gotta exercise my strength and say, yo, nah, baby, you eat this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta practice that, and I gotta be okay with making mistakes. So
it's a saying. Opportunity knocks on the door. Opportunity knocks on the door. Temptation leans on the door. So
what that mean?
So basically, how you were saying, opportunity come, it might not, but the temptation of the world, the evilness, or what people perceive as evil, is gonna always be leaning in your direction. If you want to sum it up to, you know what I mean, simplify it, it's like evil always gonna be there. It's always easier to do the wrong thing.
It's always easier to do bad.
It's always easier.
It's easy as fuck to stay home when I know I should have went to the gym.
It's hard to have the discipline. All of us got children. All of us are fathers, husbands. We work. It'll be easier for us to say, you know what, I'm getting off work. I'm just gonna chill today. I ain't reading shit. And some people be like, hey man, y'all work, y'all take care of y'all. But the hard thing is to do all of that and then come home and say, hey baby, hold on, give me about an hour. I gotta go read.
Yeah,
I gotta go hit the gym up. I gotta go do this.
I got prioritize me.
Even now, we leaving our families and our children. We leaving our family and children to come here to create this moment right here. That takes a lot, because all of us leaving our children, our wives, to be here at this moment. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's the second part. And all of us can say, and me, I live the farthest. So for me, I can easily say, man, I stay too far. I ain't gonna make it this week. But I done always came and showed up, whether my daughter have a competition, whether I work tomorrow, because I get up at 3 o'clock every morning. So when I got to get up tomorrow, I always make time for the things I want. So by us being here, it shows the commitment that we have for doing what's right.
They say time is your most valuable asset because you can't get time back.
Hey, time is the biggest currency in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's crazy, because I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, with me being on a spiritual journey, my biggest spiritual mission is to teach you about spirituality. And it's not me, because, you know, one of her things is, you know, I wish I was on a spiritual level with you. The crazy thing is you never will be. You'll never be able to have the spiritual journey as me. You'll never experience this level. But the thing about it is, I realized, and this is what I told her, I said, it's going to take until I die for you to harness your true spiritual essence, because sometimes she think that she in my shadow, and I'm like, nah, y'all are my light and I am the shadow. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it's like, I'm going to have to die for her to step into her true spirituality. And when I say die, I'm not just talking about my death is my physical state. It could be my ego. It could be, our relationship coming to an end. It could be her owning up to herself, and then she relinquishes the power that she thinks that I have over her. At some point, she has to step into her truth, and my perspective or me or whatever, my shadow or so on and so forth, has to die. She has to be able to transcend beyond it. And I'm okay with that. I just realized that I have to lead the way. I gotta live my truth, so therefore she can see my steps and be like, okay, these are the steps that he took. What are the steps that I need to take for me? You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those things where, she's not spiritual. She's spiritual in her own way. She just has to be willing to ask more questions for herself and prioritize her spirituality. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to be the bad guy to my kids and my wife and so on and so forth for my spiritual essence. Like, I prioritize me. At sometimes I say maybe I'm being a little selfish, but then I have to reflect and say, all right, I was being a little extreme today. You know what I'm saying? I was reading the book too much. I was too focused on this. That's spirit, like that is the spiritual balance. That's seeking that how can I say that growth? All right, I'm doing this too much. You can abuse spirituality. You can abuse everything, bro. You can either use weed as a tool, religion as a tool, spirituality as a tool, the gym as a tool, or you can abuse it as an escape.
Exactly.
So that's my thing. It's like, am I abusing this or am I using it as a tool? I don't want to be an extremist, but therefore I am an extremist. Just like I said, I don't like religion, but yet I'm religious. I don't like extremists, but yet I am the extremist.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
I'm an extreme ass nigga. Look at my face tats. Y'all wanted to have a tattoo conversation, but here I am with all the face tats. Okay. So that's my thing.
Yeah. Man, you know how I got to this point of spirituality on some real shit?
Pick that joint up.
I was like I said, I was raised in a Christian household, Pentecostal. We read the Bible all the time. I sung in the choir. And it was some stuff that I was studying and reading. I was like, man, that don't make sense. And I would ask questions, and we'd get in trouble for asking questions about what they believed in. So when I got older and as technology went ahead and started breaking through, I read myself, studied myself out of religion and into spirituality. Just due to the fact that I the things that they weren't able to tell me, I was able to find answers in other that tied straight into what they were trying to tell me, but they couldn't answer or wouldn't answer.
Yeah.
And then as I got and started reading all these different texts from all these different various religions, I started to realize that it's all one big picture that everybody's arguing about. Religion is spirituality, you know what I'm saying, all in the same, but everybody want to beat the table about what piece is right.
Well, what I'm going to say to piggyback off that, they say humans the smartest species, but sometimes we the dumbest.
Okay.
And I say that because if you look in nature, we just gonna go straight to nature. A lion don't read a book on how to be a lion. The birds don't read books on how to be a bird. The trees don't.
They treeing. They not even being. They treeing.
So for us to have to read a book to tell us who we are, yeah, it's pretty much idiotic. Because one thing that I learned on my journey, and they say this, and I can't, because I like to remember the quotes, but it says, while you on your journey, you read a lot of books. When you enlighten, you burn the books because everything is within. So a lot of times we trying to read all these, because all we doing is reading other people's perspectives. That's what books really are, for somebody's perspective. But when you dive deep into yourself and you ask yourself, the answers are already there. You get a gut feeling on what you're doing is right, what you're doing is wrong. I know everybody got their perception of what's right or wrong, but I've done some things, and we talked about this on the car ride here. You done did some lame shit, and when you know you did that, the whole ride home, you be like, man, that shit was lame as fuck. You know you did. That ain't me saying, that's your spirit. Your spirit tell you, nah, bro, you fucked up. But I done did some shit where I be super excited, and I be ready to share, just like on your accomplishment. I don't know if you want to, but you were so excited about what you do. You know that felt right. That was right. You know what I'm saying? You was waiting to give that out because it was right. So the universe is already within us. You know what I'm saying? Your inner affects your outward. So I can look at anybody and tell them how they're doing inwardly by their outerness, if that makes sense. So me, like we was talking about earlier, when people see us, and we got more to the group, they just didn't make it this time, but when you start seeing us, I want people to look at us and say, yeah, they them. Yeah. We ain't got to say nothing. We ain't got to act on nothing. They just know. And we making it cool to read. It's cool to educate yourself. When I was growing up, the smart niggas was lame.
Exactly.
And I'm keeping it real. Like, I hid my intelligence because I ain't want to be perceived as lame. But now I'm like, man, education, wisdom, knowledge, man, that's where it's at. So to see four of us right now, and there's more, but to see four of us right now from our backgrounds, to everything we've been through, to be reading and educating yourself,
So book
that's
smart
it a lot.
and street smart. That shit crazy. Like, you gotta be book smart and street smart, man. You can't be no dummy out here at all.
That's one thing, like you said, bro, is like, you know, when you do something fucked up, I think it's about owning that and being able to admit that shit. Hey, babe, I fucked up today.
Yeah, when you learn.
I like telling niggas when I fucked. Hey, bro, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because then I could teach somebody. But the thing is, like we said, bro, I can tell people about my journey where I fucked up, but it's on them if they want to drink. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to my story and apply it, but also you gotta notice when you in the wrong. I never been a nigga to like. I never been one to be like, oh, bro, let me do what everybody doing. Lately I've been through this thing where I realized the hive mind, right? The hive mind is always present. Even at times, the hive mind reacts through me. So, for example, I'd be like, I'm about to explain to you, right? So it's low vibrational energy, right? So somebody be like, bro, I'm spiritual, I'm fasting, and then the hive mind be like, well, you know, it's actually bad for you to, you know, fast and go to the gym. That's the hive mind. It's the rebuttal. I realized lately, I used to ask, bro, how come every time I state my opinion, and this, let me give you an example. Recently, I was playing the game, right? And one of my homies, we playing the game, and he was on a fast break. We playing 2K. He was on a fast break, and I called a timeout. We was up by 20. I called a timeout. The nigga kicked me from the chat and blocked me on social media. I said to myself, I was like,
what the
why this nigga take it that serious? But yet, when it happened to me, everybody in the group chat laughing and ha nigga, we called a timeout on your ass, right? It's funny. But then I said the moment that I do it, it's a problem. It's like, what's that rapper? He said it's okay when they do it. When I do it, it's a problem.
Exactly.
However, right? But I realized that's the hive mind. I was talking to my brother about this. He said people throw punches at you, but when you throw punches, they a little bit heavier. Mm-hmm. They hurt a little bit more. And then I realized that when you are walking with the light, when you are walking in your truth, you gotta realize majority of the world, they not with speaking their truth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're more likely to just agree with what most people agree with, but because I'm aligned with myself, I'm gonna always speak when some shit wrong. Hey, bro, you being a little racist. Hey, bro, I don't fuck with that shit. Hey, bro, I don't think we should ride on the ops tonight, bro. It just don't sound like the move. So that's the thing. I have to now embrace who I am and realize the hive mind is always present. It might speak through you. It might speak through him. It might speak through my wife. It's just always present. The thing about it is I have to realize even when the hive mind is present, I still have to be authentically me.
Yeah.
I gotta be true to myself. I gotta always be willing to say, hey, this shit ain't it, and I don't align with it. And if what comes from that is me losing people, fuck them. Fuck them.
But you're really not losing people.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you really not losing people. And I had to learn that. And I had a conversation with my brother the other day. Everybody want to be loyal to everybody but themselves. Before I can be loyal to anybody, I have to be loyal to myself.
Right.
So I can't worry about other people's opinions and if that make them happy or sad. I have to worry about how I feel when I leave. You know what I mean? And I had to learn to embrace that because like he said earlier, it's like a lot of times I do something and people say, oh, you think you better. And my reply be, I just make better decisions.
Right.
And it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I'm accountable and I make better decisions. So now instead of me going to the club where I know it's a chance X, Y, Z can happen,
Right.
I chill with the fam. When I went to Vegas for the first time, I went with my wife and my children.
Right.
We went as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And my brother-in-law told me something a while back. He said, man, if you always where you supposed to be at the time you supposed to be, then you have nothing to worry about. So like right now, we in our journey, we in our space. God forbid anything happen and we react to something, I'm going to be in the right because I'm not looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? If you catch me 9 times out of 10, when you catch me, I'm either at work, daughter's competition, I'm in college with my son, or I'm with the fam. You rarely see me where I'm not supposed to be at.
Right.
And in the book, The Secret taught me you got to be conscious of all of your thought process. You got to be conscious of everything you think about. Because the moment I lose consciousness of what I'm thinking about, what I'm supposed to do, that's when the devil could come. And that's, we'll probably read that a little later. That's the book, Outwitting the Devil. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a hypnotic rhythm. Right. And what I learned is failure sometimes it forces you to change your path. So in The Secret, when I was reading that, it taught me to be grateful. It taught me understanding. It taught me how to really love. Because when you lead with love and respect, no matter what happens, I get that back in return, tenfold.
Absolutely.
So earlier when I was at your crib and I said, I don't want to go in until you got there, it wasn't about me being insecure or nothing. It was some respect.
Respect.
When I said insecure, it wasn't insecure from you.
Yeah.
But when people I say it like this, bro. If I fuck with you, like I fuck with you, I will allow you in my house because I fuck with you like that. I've been fucking with you for a long time. And like I said, I hold you at the same way I hold my peoples. Like, I've been rocking with you. Like, so if I say, hey, bro, go in, I already know you ain't gonna go in there and do nothing crazy. Because I know you, I know your wife, you know me, you know my wife, we all cool like that. So it's like I don't have a fear of that. And I wasn't calling you insecure, and you were saying out of respect, but I was like, bro, trust me, I'm treating you like family, bro. Like this is how I treat my family.
I was telling him the same thing though. Like I'm one of them niggas. I'm one of them men. We gotta
Absolutely.
work on our word. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them men. You know what I'm saying? Where I don't never leave nobody in my house when my woman there. Like, you can't come in my house. Like, bro, niggas be mad. Hey, bro, you gotta wait outside until I arrive there. It's not the fact that I think that you gonna do something. It's the fact that I never want to put myself in a situation for an idle thought to attack my brain. Now, that shows my flaw and my insecurity, but at the same time, a idle mind, is a destructive mind. You feel me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
It's the devil's playground.
There you go. So my thing is like this. I never want to be in a situation where I say, wait, maybe this could have happened. Like, it's just me because, one, I got past trauma. I had homies in my house, and next thing you know, them niggas is fucking my baby moms. You know what I'm saying? And that's my trauma, but at the same time, I was a fool because I'm thinking I could trust somebody, but the fact is yeah, I can trust them, but can they trust themselves? You get what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want about it, but I never want a situation to where this can present itself, an opportunity. Oh, you having a bad day, this, and that. And then also, when it comes to my accountability, I'll never text your girl.
Exactly.
I never message your woman about you unless it's something like, yo, we planning a surprise birthday party, da-da-da. Other than that, hey, I will never allow myself to have a conversation with your girl about her. We not friends. Okay. Respectfully, you my mans, you my brothers, wife, woman, whatever, but you ain't my friend. The moment that this relationship die, hey, you dead to me too. Right. You get what I'm saying? Respectfully, I like you, cool people, I tolerate you, I respect you, but the moment that you and my mans is done, hey, peace and love. Right. You feel me? Right. This my brother. Right. You my sister, but you only my sister through affiliation of my brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like most niggas they don't get that. Most niggas think that they could hit up my wife and this and have a personal conversation, but that shows me your flaw because why you think that you could conversate with my wife about something you can't conversate with me about? Sure, you can tell her, oh, you know, my girl's this and that, but at the same time, like, why you so comfortable? Why you so comfortable? That's my theory on it. Like it ain't to knock what you said. I respect for yourself. You trust your mans. I love that's good. I love perspective. But at the same time, I could trust my mans, but can my mans trust himself? He might come in and be like, yo, hey, wifey got that. She got that dump truck on her. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know, hey, I might match the gas if buddy died. See,
to be honest with you, bro, my brothers. I've known them since elementary. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with them my whole life, and they know me to the inside out. Yeah. And one thing they know about me is if they leave me in their house, they'll let me, hey bro, go in. They know when I get in their house, it don't matter if that girl walking around in panties and bra. It don't matter if it's $1 million on the table. It don't matter if it's jewelry. It don't matter whatever it is. Whenever they get back, it's going to be exactly the way that they left it. God. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been that type of guy. Facts. I don't want nothing from you but this.
Hey, I know my standards. I know my standards. I just don't know yours. You feel me? Exactly. Everybody got a little hidden secret. You know what I'm saying? I might like something that you might think is strange, so on and so forth. That's my thing, though, is like, I just take analysis. I read things. And the thing about it, so I had one of these people that was my homie at the time, and his man's died. And a week after this nigga's man's died, this nigga writing on social media, rest in peace, my best friend is dead, right? And then one day, cause my baby mom, my wife is cool with the nigga who died's wife, and she said, oh, his best friend sent me this message, and the message read, hey, I always had a crush on you. Oh, yeah. And this my thing is like, it's like, bro, why would you even if you had a crush on your man's junk before him, why would you even allow yourself to be that? That already let me know you inorganic. You not true with yourself. Exactly. You not true with yourself. No matter what you feel towards this junk, you already know, hey, my loyalty is to me. If this is truly my dog, like I say it is, right, then I will never, ever allow myself to be put in a situation, whether he here or not. And I was just like, I have to be conscious that even though I am truthful, even though I'm loyal, that don't mean that he's loyal. He might be insecure. He might be flawed. And I'm okay with that. But I'm never going to allow myself to be in a situation where you could trick me.
Facts. And I haven't been in it personally, but I done been in situations, and that's why, you know, I ain't get it too deep with it, but sometimes women get real when they mad. They do. You remember that time you went and got pizza? Absolutely. And you know what I'm saying? So me, I don't even put myself, because it might not be me and you. You could be mad at you, and we know women do spiteful. I love all the women. You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I love women. They spiteful. So it's like I don't put myself, not because I'm uncomfortable, because I try to find a balance in everything I do. Because part of what you said, it hit, because a lot of times when people do that, you might have something to hide, and that's why I didn't want to go in. Right. That I can see that point of view, but I know me, but I just know sometimes it's somebody else's. It might not be me and you, so I just choose not to put that, and I respect it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I called you soon as I did it. Like, I called you soon as I walked down, and I said, nah, and I called my wife, like, babe, look, I'm gonna sit in the car. Now I was on the phone with my wife. You know, until now I pulled up, and then me and him chopped it up, and then you know, you made the call, wifey pulled the garage up, and we sat in there. But it wasn't no ill will with me. It was respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that. So that's why I hit him up ASAP. I hit him up and I had it on speakerphone when I went and talked, because you was like, man, go get 9 and y'all can go in there. I had it on speakerphone so he can hear like, nah, bro, that's just how we do. And I respect how you feel. So it was just the level of respect I have for you. That's the reason I did it.
I'm the type of person like this, bro. If I didn't respect y'all in that way, I wouldn't tell you. I would tell y'all, hey, I'll be there in 15 to 30 minutes.
That boy fucked up off that cigar.
And I've dealt with you on a level to where I felt your energy. I don't feel like you're gonna go in my garage and act a fool or bust in the crib and go crazy. It's a lot of shit that weighs into this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my wife as well. Like you said, sometimes women be on that one time. Like, this is the way I feel. I don't own my wife.
I love it.
I do not own her, bro.
Hey, you free to go, boo.
She is my best friend in the world, bro. And in our 33 plus years, bro, we have been through it all. You feel me? And we are still here today, stronger than ever. And it's been times where we've been in rooms full of movie stars, people on TV shows, and they shooting their best shot. And, bro, I let her be her in her authentic self, like, hey, bro, feel that energy, because you are her. You know what I'm saying? You deserve that.
Yeah, hey, get your shine on.
Hey, for real, I can't stop that because I chose you. I think that's part of the package.
I think the most beautiful thing, though, is like we surrounding ourselves with alignment. You thought about it like, yo, you know, I respect my dog. Like, you ain't got to sit in the car. But then you was like, hey, I respect you, too. I'ma just wait. You know what I'm saying? That shows
respects on both sides.
That's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, like, women can be spiteful. She might just be having a bad day, and you know what I'm saying? Just to test the world. I say it all the time. Like, bro, this is one of the reasons why I went viral. Listen, if my wife is gonna cheat, do your thing, boo. Hey, have it up. I don't want to know, but the moment I find out, hey, you already know what's in full effect. You feel me? Exactly. Like that's the thing. I think that it's pussy to check your woman's phone every day. Exactly. I think that's a bitch trait. Exactly. I'm not doing that. I'ma love you. Right. I'ma authentically love you. I'm not gonna get caught up on the what ifs. I cannot be a what if nigga. Then I'm being controlled by my emotions. So it's like this. It's either it is happening or it's not. You either cheating or you not. But the moment I find out, then I handle it. It's my choice. Once again, it's my choice if I want to work it out with you or I want to let you go, boo, and do my thing.
That goes into the question I always ask. So what's more important to you? Is it faithful or is it loyalty? Because for me,
I like that.
It's loyalty.
Go ahead.
On some real shit. If I call you in a time of need when I need you the most, can I call you and you answer the phone and be there for me? Faithfulness or loyalty? Now people go crazy because they be like, well, and that goes into, I don't own her. Now, I'm not saying that we have no open relationship. We just have understanding. We've grown and matured way past all that petty bullshit. I know who she is, and she know who I am. And we trust that part. You feel me? I don't think that my wife is gonna just, you know what I'm saying, come at you crazy just because I ain't there. That's not who she is. She's gonna treat you like a brother. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
That's how she's gonna hold you. Because she knows that I'm not gonna have anybody to just come in my house.
My wife is
that right, exactly. So it's like the chemistry of all those elements, all of that. Ball of wax, who you are, who she is, what the situation is. Bro, come in. You feel me?
That's 100%, bro. I like that because it's great observation on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, to respect, it goes back to what I said. If you respect your mans, right? And this goes back to like why I stopped moving the way I move. When it comes to like doing dirt, I'm gonna do it by myself, right?
Absolutely.
So the thing about it is, if I do something, if I'm gonna go rob a nigga, shoot up a house, be on some suicide bomber shit, I ain't gonna have no code of finish. And I tell my niggas this, bro, as your mans, I'm never gonna put you in a situation where you gotta gotta sacrifice your life for me. Like, I don't respect
certain decision.
I don't respect street niggas, bro. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When you say you're a street nigga, this go back to what we said last time. When you say I'm outside, and you a homeless nigga to me. I'm a real street nigga. So you a homeless man to me because you don't got nothing to lose.
Right.
So when I tell my niggas, like, bro, I never put you in a situation where you got a rat on me. I realize, like, everybody, I don't like talking about celebrities, bro, but it's a lot of flawed shit that niggas glorify. Look, Woody, 6ix9ine, I look at it like this. Nigga said, hey, bro, if you was in 6ix9ine situation, I'd never be in it. I've never been a yes man.
Never.
Therefore, you would never have me in a situation where I would have to rap. But then again, I sat here and I was like, bro, yeah, according to the niggas I'm around and people I affiliated and the street shit that I experienced, sure, being a rat is a bitch ass thing. But at the same time, bro, that nigga had a lot to lose. He had a lot to lose. He paid for all them niggas to be able to exist in the lifestyle that they wanted. So at that point, I don't think that is flawed on either side. But at the same time, I think that is flawed because if this was y'all nigga and he feeding y'all niggas, back to the Michael Vick thing,
Right.
why the fuck would y'all even put him in a situation knowing
like that.
knowing he taking care of y'all? You know what I'm saying? I already knew from the beginning he wasn't a street nigga.
Everybody knew.
Hey, any nigga with rainbow hair, hey, chances are he's not a street nigga. It reminded me of Riff Raff. I always thought that it was a meme. I always thought it was a joke. I never took it serious. So any of y'all blood niggas, any of y'all Crip niggas, street niggas, so on and so forth, if y'all thought that was serious, it makes me question what is seriousness to you. Because I already realized, yo, they just doing it and supporting him because, you know what I'm saying, they trying to make sure bro blow so that he take care of them. That's not what it was.
Honest, it really was some groupie shit.
Yeah.
I'm just, if you break it down, they wanted the money. That's really what it came down to.
Okay.
And that's why I say I don't hang with niggas. When you chase money, you'll never be happy. You know what I'm saying? So I always chase realness and happiness. And me and you both fans of Gates. He says there's two type of people, real or fake. And I tend to hang with just real. And real don't mean you street or none of that. Real just mean you real with yourself. Real is all of us said, hey man, we read that book. Real was said, hey man, I ain't read all of it. I just read a little bit of it. That's real. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what's considered real.
And then nobody, you know what I'm saying, judge him.
No, all of us said we married. We love our wives. We broadcast that. If I can't come this month, hey man, I'm at my daughter competition. Like I'm letting people know I voice that because that's what's real. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, we had a conversation one time and she was like, man, you got to be afraid of the people that got nothing to lose. I said, nah, you got to be afraid of somebody who got something to live for. I'm more dangerous because I got something to come home to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of us got wife and children. The nigga who don't take care of their children and all that, I'm coming home to my wife and my children. I promise you. So I'm more dangerous.
Who spends all that money per month to have their crib and still just be outside all the time?
Hey, I'ma just throw that whole away.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck I look like paying what I gotta pay, all these bills, you know what I'm saying, a month, and be outside all the time, still chasing and hunting for what?
Hey, I ain't never. Hey, niggas be like, hey, bro, it's bros before hoes. Hey, you a fucking lie. Hey, you motherfucking lie. Hey, I swear to God, I done faked on hella niggas and blamed it on my. Hey, wifey don't want me to go out today, bro. She not feeling good. On God, nigga, hey, it's wife before everything, bro. It's life, wife. You feel me? Before everything. Like that's the thing. So when you talk about real is being real with yourself.
Absolutely.
Living your truth, my nigga. Hey, I'm not moving like that, bro. I ain't about to out here and put niggas before me. I don't go to clubs. I think that is one of couple years ago, I had a album release party, right? A listening party. We went out. We sitting out in the club. One of my homies was like, "Hey, bro, it's $750 for the section." I said, $750 for the section? He said, yeah. I said, what we get? He said, yeah, we get bottles of Bel Air. I said, nigga, that's $34 per bottle. Yeah, you tripping. Hey, put my motherfucking money right back in my pocket. See, this the thing is like we do things, not saying us, but our culture, we do things to impress the people around us. But I'm gonna be honest, you keep on impressing them niggas around you, you gonna have nothing. I realize, hey, I'm down to disappoint you so that I could be aligned. One of my homies, he'd be like, bro, you never hit us up. Hey, I'm sorry, bro, we just not aligned right now. I'm tapped into myself. And if you are offended by that, then there's nothing I can do for you, bucko.
Right.
That's just what it is.
Perfect.
So authentically be true to yourself. So that's what I want this to be. That's what I want this conversation to be about, is being authentically true to yourself, and then bring it back to the book. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The secret is you. And then bring that back to my book. You can only save yourself. All these other things are just tools, and you can use them, but the moment that you compromise yourself and take all your belief and put it into that and give it all your power, the moment that you give away your power, the power is in you. All of it starts with yourself. So be true to you. So yeah, what you about to say?
I like to listen.
Yeah, so before we end, you know what I'm saying, OG, you gonna have to drop the quote. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead, DC. Go ahead.
Yeah, DC, let it fly.
It was in my spirit to say this. And it goes on top of what we was talking about. It say, worrying doesn't take away the problems of tomorrow. It only takes away the peace of the day. So let's just live in the moment. Let's commit to right now in this moment. I love my wife. I love my children, but I was fully committed to this. I ain't look at my phone one time because I was fully invested in this moment, because this is the most important thing right now. And they say every moment waited is a moment wasted. So I wanted to be fully in tune with today, with this moment. I love y'all. Kings, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of this. We in nature, as y'all can see.
Yeah.
We grounded too, except for 9. He got his shoes on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he showing up, the J.
Oh yeah, I love that. That was powerful.
Man, I appreciate that. Once again, we're gonna drop the book in the description for this month, man, and we'll tap back in with you guys. Until next time, peace, love, and light. And make sure you share this with your friends, family, anybody that you feel like needs the message. And make sure you hit a like and subscribe button if you fuck with everything that we're saying.